The Kh-55 is an air-launched cruise missile. It was developed in Soviet Union. Development commenced in 1971. It was a Soviet response to a US BGM-109 ALCM air-launched cruise missile. Initial production commenced in 1981. This cruise missile was officially adopted in 1983. Its Western reporting name is as 15 Kent. Externally, the Kh-55 is very similar to the RK-55 land-based cruise missile. In fact, Western intelligence and news sources had mistakenly assumed for some time that the Kh-55 was directly derived from the RK-55. However, the Kh-55 was actually patterned after a US BGM-109 Tomahawk cruise missile. Sometimes it is even nicknamed the Tomahawk. Even though it is an air-launched missile, rather than a surface/sub-launched weapon, it is similar to the Tomahawk in many respects. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, these missiles were taken over by Russian. However, a total of 612 missiles were left in Ukraine. In the late 1990s, a number of these missiles were transferred to Russia. Ukraine also secretly sold some of these missiles to China and Iran, where indigenous versions of the Kh-55 were developed. Currently, Russian Air Force is the only operator of the Kh-55. Russians also developed several variants of this missile. The Kh-55 cruise missile is used as a long-range standoff weapon. It is carried and launched by bomber aircraft. The Kh-55 and its versions are carried by a Tu-160 long-range strategic bomber, 12 missiles, Tu-95 strategic bomber, 6 or 16 missiles, depending on the version, and even Su-34 interdictor, 1 missile. The Kh-55 was also tested on a Tu-22M medium-range bomber, however it is not normally carried by this aircraft. The Kh-55 has a drop-down turbojet engine. During flight, the engine drops below the missile. Also, there are pop-out wings for cruising efficiency. The Kh-55 can be launched at altitudes ranging from 20 meters out to 10,000 to 12,000 meters. The original Kh-55 had a nuclear warhead with a blast yield of 50 kT. Some sources suggest that the warhead has a blast yield of 200 kT. Though it seems that this original missile is no longer used by the Russian Air Force. After the Cold War, some conventionally armed versions of this cruise missile emerged. This missile has inertial guidance system with Doppler radar/terrain map updates. It uses radar and images stored in the memory of an onboard computer to find its target. The original Kh-55 might not be particularly accurate, however its nuclear warhead compensates for accuracy.